Hi there. Thank you for joining me today. My name's Tommy Alderman, and I'm with Alderman Farms. If you are an avid YouTube viewer, then you may be aware that a lot of huge YouTube channels are up in arms about problems they see with recent changes to YouTube's algorithm. There are reports of subscribers being automatically unsubscribed from channels. There are reports of view counts dropping, so forth and so on. And while it remains a mystery whether those are actually the result of direct action by YouTube or not, the problems appear to be real. And I know that many of you want to help. Many of you have channels out there that you love. Many of you love us, and Patty and I can't get over it that you think so much of us, and it's very humbling, and we appreciate it. But you want to know what you can do to help. Well, I'm here to help you help your favorite channels. And so today, I want to talk about the 3 most important things you can do to help your favorite YouTube channels. And I'll get to those 3 tips coming up next. So, you ready for tip number 1? What's the most important thing you can do to support your favorite YouTube channels? Watch their videos. I know that sounds simple, but it's very important. Not just watching, but interact with their videos. YouTube pays attention to how much watch time. So it matters if you watch all the way to the end or as close to the end as you can make it. It matters if you hit that thumbs up button. And it matters if you share that video far and wide on your social media accounts or whatever. Now I know that tip number 1 kind of was easy. That probably was common sense, but it leads into tip number 2. The second most important thing you can do to support your favorite YouTube channels, and that is to subscribe. That may sound obvious too, but there are some additional steps following a subscription to make sure that you get notified when your favorite channels put out a new video. Let me show you what I mean. So the first thing you do is go to the channel and find their subscribe button. The first step is always to subscribe to your favorite channels. Now here I'm on my buddy Jared's channel at J&J Acres, and I've sneakily unsubscribed long enough so I can show you what this looks like. So the first thing I'm going to do is click subscribe. But that's not all you need to do. That button changes to show you that you have subscribed. And right next to it, there's a little bell. You need to click that bell. And you get this notification that says, send me all notifications for this channel. Notifications from J&J Acres. I'm going to click yes. Now, you want it to say how you're notified, push and email. If it only says email, then you need to click Manage Settings, and it'll take you to a settings page. And if you scroll down here, by the way, if you're on Google Chrome, you have this option to get desktop notifications, and I have it turned on. Down here under Channel Subscriptions, you want to make sure this box is checked, where it says Occasionally notify me of new videos and activity from my subscriptions. And then here where it says subscriptions notify me via, you've got a little drop down box and you can select push only. That's talking about a push notification to your mobile phone, mobile device. Many people are watching videos on their mobile devices, but it's or email only. It's safest to get both push and email. Okay. So send me all notifications for this channel, and I am getting them by push and email. But that's not all you need to do to make sure you're getting those push notifications. You need to look at something on your phone. So let me show you that now. I'm going to show you how to do this on an iPhone because that's what I use. I use an iPhone. The principles apply to Android devices, but you'll have to dig about how to find your settings on Android devices. The first thing you need to make sure is that you have the YouTube app installed. I assume that if you're watching YouTube videos on your mobile device, you do have it, but just in case, here's what it looks like on the right-hand column, middle row. That's what the YouTube icon looks like from the Apple App Store. and it may look the same, I don't know, in the Google Play Store. So once you make sure you've got your YouTube app installed, then you need to go to your settings and find the YouTube app. And that's going to be probably all the way at the bottom or near the bottom because it starts with a Y. And you need to click on the YouTube app. And you'll notice, let's see, 1, 2, 3, the fourth option down is notifications. And I've ahead of time turned mine off to show you what it looks like. On YouTube a few minutes ago, you told YouTube to send you push notifications. But now we have to tell our mobile device that you want to accept the push notifications from YouTube. So click on notifications and touch the toggle to allow notifications. And you'll see under that it opens up some other options that you can play with, decide whether you want sounds, a badge, app icon, show on the lock screen, or what have you. But that's how you do it. Now you've told YouTube to send you push notifications, and you've told your iPhone to accept them.
I hope you found that helpful. I know some of you did because I've been asked how to make sure that viewers receive notifications of new videos. So I hope that cleared that up, and I hope it works out for you. So tip number 1 is to watch the videos of your favorite YouTube channels. That helps so much, to interact with them, to like them, and to share them. Tip number 2 is to subscribe and make sure you click that little bell and set your system to deliver notifications of new uploads to you. And also go to your mobile device and enable it to receive those notifications. Well, I told you there was 3 tips. And here's the third one that might not be quite so obvious. But here's the third most important thing you can do, and perhaps it's the most important thing, to show your favorite YouTube channels that you support them and want them to succeed. Ready? Join their email list. They may not have an email list, so the first thing I guess you need to do, the first half of that, is to find out if your favorite YouTube channel has an email list. And if they do, find out what you need to do to sign up for that email list. For example, we want you to sign up for our email list. We have one, and there's a link in the description of this video that says get your free post-trauma guide. Yep, we're going to give you a free PDF with some tips of how to help you through the aftermath of a traumatic event. I know what I'm talking about because I survived the aftermath of a traumatic event. My whole family did, thanks in part to these principles. Thanks mostly to the grace of God, but certainly thanks in part to these principles. So that's it. Those are the top 3 things you can do to help support your favorite YouTube channels. I know they would appreciate it. A lot of YouTube channels are really worried about the future of YouTube and the future of their channels, and they're really worried that they're going to be losing the community that they've worked so hard to build. Well, if you follow these 3 tips faithfully, you can encourage your favorite and tell them. Yeah, encourage them by telling them that you're doing it. They will appreciate it more than money. It means an awful lot. So, if I've missed anything, if there are some other tips that you can think of, if you're a YouTube creator and there's something else that viewers can do to encourage you, then put them in the comments below, and I might just address it in a future video. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch our videos. We do appreciate you so very much. Thanks, and have a great afternoon. Should have said day.